What is up, my Plocasters and Plocastettes? It's your two favorite Star Wars fans, Evan and Paul. And today we're going to continue along our Andor watch through, Season 1, Episode 4. Be sure to check out our other videos. We've watched all 3 so far, and we're going to watch all of them. So check out the rest if this is in the future. So we're just going to watch.
All right, let's do it.
And that was a cool edit swipe thing.
Yeah, that was definitely super cool.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to remember anyone's names.
Karn, isn't that the guy?
Stiff, right? That's Karn.
Yeah, isn't he? I think he's Karn. Marva is like the stepmom.
Marva's the old lady.
And
I don't think we
Tim-
know this guy's
Tim
name.
died.
Tim, yeah, rip my boy. Brasso?
Brasso's the friend who tied the ship up and like it went with the alibi. He's like, whoa.
What's powering this?
Oh, he's never seen a
Been in a thunder hole.
hyperspace.
Flown
Maybe.
them.
It's wild how many civilizations out there have
What's
no
up,
idea like what hyperspace is.
Oh, yeah.
Mad Nog.
Yes!
Eggnog.
Eggnog. It's almost Christmas time.
Deal.
How's he tying that? How's he tying the bandage with one hand?
I'll
It's
take
impossible.
the
Nobody can do that.
Continue as you
I thought he was gonna use his teeth.
Same road. Came in as a cook.
Uh-oh.
Lived because he ran.
Oh, dude!
You're right about one
That's
thing.
crazy! He
You,
just got dunked
The
on.
chef,
We should
bro.
make them die fighting these bastards.
He will die fighting these bastards.
So what I'm asking
Oh my
is
god, no way.
Foreshadow.
Come on.
That's good setup for his, I guess, willingness to die
Risk came for
or
you.
to sacrifice. It's when that guy told me to die fighting for something.
Days.
Dude, that
Big
kind of
stakes,
sounded
big
really
days.
good.
Yeah.
Prep team, good plan.
His little
So
accent.
I'll give you 200.
Oh,
30,000.
heck yeah. See, initially he starts for the credits, but then he's like,
What would we be?
I do want to fight the Empire. See?
Payroll for an entire period.
Whoa, payroll. Dang, them Stormies not gonna get paid for a month.
That's
or a
actually
quarter.
really cool, bro. Coruscant?
Whoa! Oh yeah, Mon Mothma's in this. I bet that's what we're doing.
What? I
That
knew
looks
that.
like the Empire State
planet.
Building.
I thought we were going all
Is this
deep.
Mothma? No, it's not.
Shout
Shout out Ryloth.
Well, shout out Hera. Oh, this guy means business.
Item from
Yes.
our
Collecting intelligence, providing
You know,
useful
every single one of them
analysis,
was in there
and
like,
conducting
please don't
effective
pick me to
covert
speak.
actions, sir.
Somebody speak, please.
That is verbatim from the ISP
Dedra.
mission statement and wrong.
Oh, dang.
Security
That's the
evidence.
worst.
You want instruction shipments going to Scarif, sir?
Scarif?
Oh.
Yo! Ooh, my boy dies there later.
Gosh.
Clem. The
Clem.
next 5 days, you'll be.
Bro, that's from a video game. Shout out Warframe.
Ooh.
Like this.
Kyber
Kyber
Crystal?
I was gonna say maybe.
If I live, I want
Wait,
it
what?
back.
He said he was gonna sell it for 50,000.
Well, if
He's
he's
like,
not
don't
able to
sell
get
it?
it back to him.
200,000. Giving you my word.
Or if he.
Oh, if he dies, if Luthen dies or whatever.
Yeah. Or like if. Yeah. That was the most CGI door that's ever doored.
Hello, Val.
Oh, no, don't do it. No, oh, don't do it.
Dang.
Don't do it.
Something I can help you with.
That's what you say to shoplifters when you catch them. Can I help you with anything?
Speaks to Larry Mayo. I'm paying him.
No.
Oh my goodness.
200,000.
Yeah, I guess he was
Wasting
right about
energy,
her
you
being
know I'm right.
mad.
Are you giving me a choice here?
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
You take him.
Oh, yeah, you take him or we don't do it.
Oh, okay. So
Wow.
kind
Your
of.
odds have improved 3 days if for any reason. Look at me! You wanted to lead. This is what it comes to. You got 3 days. He's disposable.
Ooh. Yikes.
Dang, bro.
This has to be a win, Val.
He's almost as mean as the Imperial, dude.
Yeah. Kind of like Saul. Wonder if he knows Saul. I wonder if that's our connection to Saul
Yes.
in the show.
Saul Goodman.
Wow.
Andor, you will
Uh-oh.
not return to your living
Imps are
quarters.
here.
Questions?
No. No.
No.
Not. It took the combined ingredients of idiocy, ineptitude, and total disengagement for us fast to have reached the full apex of incredulous disaster.
Incredulous.
Seriously? The Milana system is under permanent Imperial.
Oh, you done screwed up now.
Congratulations on that.
Wow. I have secondhand embarrassment. This is rough.
Oh, bro.
I can't even imagine what he's going through right now. That's like one of the worst feelings ever.
Us? How many of us are there?
Four?
Now we are 7.
Ah.
Seven.
You've misspelled Ferrex.
They misspelled Ferrex.
Misspelled.
How are you?
That's pretty funny.
That's funny.
Got to be.
That's really
There's a real transmission in here. Ferrex
The
0430.
box, man. What's in the box?
What's from? It's from her jurisdiction, but what was it?
The
Did we-
box.
did we
They're
see
linking. They're linking
Box is hers.
whoever this is, Cassian, to whoever stole this box from somewhere else. I think.
Yeah. They got towels too, and wigs. They got everything, bro.
Dang. What's he got? Alter
This guy
egos?
is dripping. He's practicing his
Yeah,
smile.
he's practicing his like. Wow. Look, and then the serious look is back.
Empire a decade to clear them out.
Kill them.
The Empire kills 40,000
No.
people. Oh, okay.
You schedule an appointment.
I want the full
Oh,
footage report.
hitting her with the
It's my
appointment.
Fall here. You fall alone.
Are you denying
What'd
my
she
request?
just say, bro? She not looking
the
for
second time today.
sex.
Fine.
For the
I'll
second
take it to
time
Taskers.
today.
Oh, this guy sleep on the job.
Sleeping. I bet he's supposed to be watching.
Saw Guerrera.
Oh.
Fall asleep unwatched. They're gonna put your head.
Hey, space goats.
He got extra horn goats.
They got space goats. Let's go.
What's she doing?
What's she doing?
Jinx.
That's Skeen. This is Taramin, Nemik, and Cinta.
You got to write all that down. I ain't gonna remember that.
Yeah, I was about. There's no way I'm remembering
Let's get
that.
Help we can get.
There you go, Nemec. Thanks.
Cinta, feed him.
I like
And then
Nemec,
take
even
him
though he
to the
falls
top.
asleep on the job. Nemec likes him, so I like Nemec.
Hey,
Oh,
mom.
that is mom. Oh, don't do that to me. Oh my god. Oh! What?
So true.
Oh my god.
A hero's welcome.
How do you know him?
He comes highly recommended.
I do.
How
So
you
you
know?
don't know.
I know we need him. That's all I'll say.
His belief in the cause. That's all I
Well,
need to
that's
know.
actually the one thing that he doesn't have.
Yeah, true.
I trust him.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you don't. Is this
Senator
Mothma?
Mon Mothma's
Oh, it is.
No.
Oh, here's Luthen.
Chandlerland.
Wow, look at him.
Where they at, a
Is he like a
museum?
fake senator?
And not be humbled by the insignificance of our daily
This
anxiety.
is so weird, dude.
True. And how I need to
How all
hear
happy he's acting.
You know, those
Oh,
unofficial
dude, look, Mando
political
armor in the back.
that. Well, I have to start coming here more often.
Oh, dude, good
Give to your
spot.
husband.
Yes,
Wow.
it's Dave Dave.
With a Powan monk cudgel.
Utapau.
Wow.
See the ceremonial variety
at
in
the
many places, but
Armor
this
in
is
the
the
back.
real
Look at that.
Yo,
Unique it from
that looks like Star
It's
Killer.
Star Killers, isn't it? That's
treasure.
wow.
aficionado.
Dude, they're
Let's
throwing
go.
all the
May I
Easter
say
eggs.
something? Trying
She's
to
sneaking
expand
away so they can
heritage
talk about the
beyond
rebellion.
fighting
Yeah.
implements.
Dude, that's Star Killer
That's
for
Star Killer's
sure.
helmet.
If you can't deliver, I need to know.
Do you think I'm not trying?
Oh, here it goes.
But I need to start planning if you know.
They're watching
She's
me
helping the
now.
They're watching
cause.
everyone.
This is different.
Corrupt
Every
senator? I
There's a new
love
spy
it.
every day at the
There's a
Senate.
new spy every
I visit
day.
the bank under siege.
That's gotta be scary, though. Shout out to Mothma, though, for sticking with the rebellion.
May I?
Oh,
Your
dude,
husband doesn't
that's
love it. I'll be glad
the
to take it
switch
back.
to senator mode.
It's a daring choice,
Gosh.
but I trust you'll have the courage to turn back if it should be a bit much.
Oh, and that was a little
I
sneaky.
appreciate that.
Okay. Be careful, Mothma. I'm happy we're seeing more of that, actually, of how, like, nervous she is. And how, like, scary it is to be, like, an informant, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
For the rebellion.
Yeah, she's a criminal, dude.
Yeah. She's a good criminal.
Who is he?
He's Clem. He's here. That's all that matters.
Look, we're wasting daylight.
He's Clem.
Clem, come on.
Good night, McCann.
What more need be said? Look at the decadence.
Look at a bonsai tree. This table's where I keep my necklace.
Yeah, isn't that like the foyer? What do you put your necklace in?
This is a real nice house, though. Real nice place.
What's all this? You can't be serious. These people hate me. They spend every day trying to undo anything. Your fun friends just cut off their shipping lanes yesterday.
Oh,
Do you know how
dang.
many will starve? So we can
Wow.
laugh about it over the third course.
Perhaps you should have a rest.
Is this like her husband or something? Who's this guy?
but I feel like it's probably just like a
Archiana, the Valley of
marriage for
Kings,
the
sacred
Senate.
valley, and
They got
the
like a little
Emperor,
model of
and
it.
dammed
That's
up-
sick.
It's a suicide run.
Exactly.
That's why they only keep a 49
Just
regiment in the
like
garrison.
scary.
Because they know no one.
Makani Bredani, the Eye of Aldani. Thousands of them. It's not something you'll soon forget.
I want to see that.
One
Oh,
trajectory
they're gonna
that gets
use
us up
that
just
to.
before the eye closes.
Oh, okay.
This-
That's why they can't push it back.
Are you in all the way?
Yep.
What choice does he have?
Oh, let's go.
Oh, did he call the governor?
She's demanding
Oh,
the
she
raw
called the
data
governor.
from the incident
Governor.
on Ferrix.
Activity.
Similar items.
She's
in
right,
interest,
though.
different
That's the
methods.
thing.
Yeah.
Quarterly reports, however, are in, and yours are not. And here we are spending your valuable time with this issue.
Whoops.
I got reports that
High
aren't
bar
in
for your
work too.
performance.
Yeah.
We're done.
We're done. What a way to end.
That's crazy. The Empire success meters, one of them is like having more prisoners than you should.
Way above.
Good job. You had 50% more prisoners than you should have this quarter. We're doing great.
Can I eat my food?
I'll take the first watch.
I would always take first watch. Because, like, then you don't have to
Sleep.
sleep and then wake up and then go back to sleep. You stay up once, go to sleep once, sleep through the whole night. Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
I was wondering if that was going to be the end. Aldani and this planet of rebel fighters. I always find it interesting seeing the rebellion from so many different perspectives. That's one thing I think Rebels did a pretty good job at, is showing that there were like multiple rebel cells operating at the same time. Like when the Ghost Crew finds out that they're not like the only ones out there. I think it's a pretty cool moment because they learn that, you know, there's a wider rebellion happening. So I don't know how connected this is to that sort of group, like, or even how established they are, because I'm not too updated on the timeline that this is. I don't know exactly what year and how. I'm sure we can find it somewhere, but I just haven't been keeping up with that. But I like the idea of more rebel groups showing that, because it's a huge galaxy, so it makes sense that there wouldn't just be like one little group of people rebelling. I thought it was weird at first how they were like, oh, 3 days, we only have 3 days to train. I was like, why don't you just why don't you just push it back a couple days? I was like, that's stupid. But then when they revealed the fact that it's for this event, like the eye opening, and that's how they use their opening, if you will, to get the heist done. And they're stealing from this garrison to get payroll for like a 1/4 of like a cycle or whatever. Imagine somebody steals like 4 months of your pay, like that. That's crazy for everybody.
I would lose it.
Yeah, I think this group seem really nervous, rightfully so. Like they're really tense.
On edge.
Yeah, about this mission, because like, you know, so many things could go wrong. There's only like 7 or 8 of them, I think they said. They're already like scrounging in supplies, and they have to save every little thing that they have. And then having another member added 3 days before the operation without anybody being consulted. He doesn't know anything. He has to study all of their material to find out what's going on. So I get their feelings there, their anger and questioning of the whole operation on Vel. But they seem pretty cool so far.
It seems like they've been, I don't know how long they've been holding their position. They seem very tight-knit, but at the same time, like a ragtag put-together team. So it's like throwing Cassian in there last minute, Clem, is like no one wants it. It seems like not even Val, but they all just have to they have to make do. They got to do what they got to do to fight back against the Empire. I think ultimately their hate for the, I don't know if you're hate, but like their want to stand up for the cause like trumps over like, oh no, like they're like, all right, I guess we'll take him if he helps us achieve our mission. And that's the thing they're most important about. The last question that Val is like, so are you all the way in? Like that's the only thing they're worried about.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can tell they're all on edge. They're all very nervous. I mean, they're living in the woods, living day to day. and now Luthen can't even. He's having trouble getting funds from Mon Mothma for them. So like stealing all this money from the payroll is huge. And they have a tight window. Like you said, they can't push it back. But also, if they like, I don't know, say something messes up, like this is our one shot every 3 years. So it's like it's big. It's do or die almost, literally.
Right. And who's to say they'd even like make it that long to like they could get killed this time.
Exactly.
So they might not even have another chance. And they're not going to wait 3 years just because they added a new member. Like that's way too long to just sit there and wait. I wonder if they're gonna soften up with Clem.
I'm sure a little bit.
Curious about how they came into contact, Vel and Luthen, because like the rest of the group doesn't know about Luthen, or like they do know, but we're not. She's not supposed to, because remember she's like, we don't talk about him.
A little bit of secrecy,
you know. So I wonder what the connection there is between all of them. But Luthen seems to be like he's not spearheading it, but he's like, I don't know, like providing, because I think he giving them funds. I think.
Yeah. And he
like
also
money.
said we have a lot of mouths to feed. So he's probably has other insurgent groups like like those.
That's really cool. And I also like how he's like, I guess his alter ego is like this like museum kind of guy. Yeah, he sells artifacts and whatnot. I love the transition that he made. Like they're just like, oh, and he was practicing in the mirror his little, little imperial upper city Coruscant kind of lifestyle. I really like that. Same with Mothma. That whole interaction was one of my favorite parts of the episode, just because of how panicked you could tell that Mothma was, because she's a big part of the rebellion, but she's also
down on her.
Right. She's also in the Senate at the same time. The security is insane. Like everyone, they're all breathing down her neck just because that's what the Empire does for everybody. Like it's dangerous. Now her husband, I guess, has planned this dinner and added a bunch of people that hate her and want her policies like overturned or whatever. So that's causing her stress. So I think that's an interesting side of her to see, because we always see like the rebel hero Mon Mothma, but I feel like we don't see like the secret sort of rebellion helper, Empire senator kind of thing. And I really liked how they were in their real personas, and then when they walk out of the back room, you can see her sitting there, and then she goes, like she just switches, like flips a switch. They flip a switch, walks out, and they go in there talking normal, and then obviously they had some hidden messaging in there. But that was really cool. Her apartment was off topic, but her apartment was super nice.
Crazy.
That place was nice. The bonsai trees, and that table was nice. But what do you think about Luthen's, like, I don't know, I really liked how he was able to just swap into like some other, like that was just fun.
Yeah, it is really cool. Because it's his in to get contacts with the Senate, but also for the money too. It's almost the laundering scheme. He's selling her the artifacts and using that money to send out to Vel's crew and presumably a bunch of other crews.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I wonder how well known he is, because I mean, Coruscant is huge. It's a city, a planet-sized city. So I don't know how many museum curators there are, but I'd imagine like if he's having high-profile clients like a senator, like he probably has to play this persona a lot.
Yeah.
So it's obviously something he's good at. You can see him putting it right on. He had that little thing in his ship where all his stuff was there.
He's definitely had to sell to like a lot of important people.
Yeah, it's really cool though. And I wonder because I don't know if he's a brand new character or maybe he's been in the background of Star Wars for a little bit. But I wonder how much like influence he has. I wonder if he has more contacts in the Senate, or more stuff like that. But it's really cool. I'm interested. I think they're going to flesh both Mothma and him out. And it looks like we're getting a lot of parallel storylines. So I hope I hope we see a lot more of both of them.
Yeah.
Both.
That's one thing I think I've noticed with a lot of the Star Wars shows. They kind of seem to not really have B plots. Like, you know what I mean? Like Mando, like it's literally just every episode is just Mando, everything that Mando's doing. Boba Fett for the episodes that he was actually in.
I was gonna say,
like, well, the Mando episodes, it's literally just B plot and know it. Like that doesn't count. Like it was just Boba, what he was doing. Obi-Wan Kenobi, like it was literally just Obi-Wan and Leia and all that. I think that's one of the things that helps this show feel different to me. The fact that there's actually like there's a B plot,
and a C plot,
and a C plot. I was gonna say, like, and a C plot and all that. Like there's multiple things happening at once, which is why I think the slower pacing works, because if it went too fast, you'd be blowing through all of these plots with no time to do anything really. So that's why I kind of enjoy the slower pace, as long as they keep up with all the storylines, because if it just resorts to kind of being one plot for like the rest of the show and it's the same pacing, then it might get a little slow. Like we said, the first 3 episodes are kind of one big episode, so I don't really like to say that they were like slow necessarily. But yeah, I like how there's actually that's another one of the things that we were talking about. It feels like a show, not like a Star Wars thing,
right?
You know, it actually has like actual real show tropes, not tropes, but like things that shows. Well, I guess that would be a trope. They have multiple plot lines running at the same time, so I don't know. That's pretty cool. Speaking of that room, I'm gonna have to go back and look. There's definitely a bunch of stuff we missed. We saw the Sith armor that was like the same model as Starkiller's, and like the when he's like the Sith version of him. I don't think that it's probably the exact same one. It's probably just that's another of the type of armor that he wore.
I was thinking, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, there's no way, like, so.
Well, the rest of it
in my head, I was like, it's probably an ancient warrior armor, and that's what Starkiller based his on. He's like, oh,
he found one, or Vader.
That too, and that is like from the original that he had
way back. What was the other? Well, we had the other plot with the Imperials now.
That was probably my favorite one.
I think so. I think it's my favorite too. Just the way that like that governor guy, the way he just like commands the room, and the way he's like. I don't want to say. I guess he is so much better than these like scrubs almost, because like half of them, like they said something and he like shut them down or told them they're stupid or like they're not doing their job right or whatever. But you could like he gives like boss vibes. Like you could tell that he's like an important dude. He knows what he's doing. And like he doesn't have time to deal with their little sub level like scrap. I guess their little beef that they got going on. But that's interesting. So that Imperial character, I don't know their names. I don't. But that I remember. Yeah.
I don't remember their names.
That one Imperial girl seems like she's going to be an important part of this, because she's linking. I guess she's going to piece it together and slowly link Cassian to everything that happened on Ferrix, because of the stolen Imperial tech, and it's become this big, huge. That'll eventually need the attention of the governor and the higher ups. So, our boy Karn got slapped in the face by his mom.
Shout out Karn's mom.
Shout out Karn's mom for beating him. I still don't get what. Like, is it because maybe he hasn't talked to her in a while and she's mad? Or is it because like she knows he got fired? Do you think we're gonna see more of him, or was that like his goodbye? Like he has to live with his mom.
I think we're gonna see a lot more of him.
Okay, good.
I think this is gonna be like kicking the butt, and he's gonna come back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he'll be an adversary to Cassian some way or another. I think their paths will cross again.
Yeah, maybe he'll also be an adversary of the Empire. It'll be like a triangle of
Yeah.
But the way that the Empire just came in and like took over because of their like incompetence in dealing with that. We talked about in one of the other episodes how I really liked the fact that they didn't just start with the Empire. They used these guys first to set up like that they were bad guys and they weren't to be messed with. But then you have the Empire coming in to make the Empire look even more threatening in this context, because now they're the top dogs over these corpo guys who are like nothing to them, but they were giving Cassian a hard time. So that just kind of makes the Empire look bigger and more threatening throughout the whole show. So I'm glad they went the way they did, because they could have just started with the first episode with this just being a small Imperial group or whatever, some low-ranking, high-ranking Imperial guy, you know what I mean, like the boss of a bunch of nobodies, and then the big boss comes in. It's like, oh, you're making the Empire look bad, we gotta fix it. But instead, you know, this is like the Empire's low level coming in to straighten them out. So I really like how that played out.
It feels like a natural escalation too.
Yeah.
Because the Empire's just getting it. I mean, it was the Republic, and then Order 6, and then it's the Empire. So, but it wasn't. It didn't. They just won a war. So they're trying to slowly get back and slowly administer government to all these sectors. So it makes sense that some would have their own local, you know, the pre-war security, and then there was a bunch of violence and people died. Let's call in the Empire. Like it's like going from police to the army. Like they're under martial law now. But yeah, it seems natural, and I feel like that's happening in a lot of places, and that's why by the time of A New Hope, we see what a foothold the Empire has. But I'm really excited. I loved the boss dude. I don't know his name, but I really liked all of the Imperials. He was just like, I really like those intellectual type villains. Specifically, I feel like there's no shortage in the Empire of them.
Oh yeah.
Like that's where you go for them. But no, even when I really liked how, like you said, he was belittling everyone. Not even just bossing them. Like he's like, oh yeah, but how's your signing?
Quick with everything too. Like he knew what to say instantly.
Yeah. And then he settles the little dispute between the lady and the other dude. And after that, he's kind of encouraging her. I don't think he means it at all. I think he's just like, what can I say to make her work harder and make the Empire stronger? And he just said it.
Yeah.
I think he's a master manipulator, and I would love to see some of the stuff he says next, and how they, like, because I think all the Imperial dialogue, even the woman and the guy, it was written very well, and I liked it a lot. So I think it was my favorite like storyline this episode.
Yeah, that would be cool if he was like you know, like pulling strings or whatever. But I kind of like the idea that instead of just being like I'm the big boss man, you're gonna do what I say, you guys are all stupid, make sure you do this right or I'm gonna have you demoted or whatever. I kind of like that he told her like no, and this guy's right for now, but like you have a chance to be something special in the Empire if you keep up what you're doing, so don't mess this up, because you could be like he sees potential in her. It's not just you're wrong and shut up, do your job because I don't want to deal with this. It's you're wrong, shut up because you have potential and I don't want to see you ruin it. I actually really liked that too, because I have expected I have expected him to start like yelling at her and calling her dumb and like or stuff like that, but I liked how he's like, I see potential in you, so you know, you just keep what you're doing, come back to me if this turns into anything else, but for now, like, just leave it alone.
I don't think he's because he's like I said belittling. I don't think it was that when he was telling all the other people how bad they were doing. I think he's just using every tool he can. I think he's using positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement wherever it'll work the best. I don't know, we just saw him one scene, so I guess we're gonna see more. But maybe I'm hyping him up too much. But it seems like he knows what he wants. He knows how to get it. And he's gonna go out and do it. And he's gonna make, by any means necessary, he's gonna make his staff and all those the best people they can be. So
yeah,
I really hope I really hope we see a lot of them. And I'm sure we will. I'm sure they're setting it up. I am though really excited for next episode. For that mission, it sounds like a big action set piece. So that'll be cool. Sounds really cool the way they were describing it.
I'm not even gonna get to it because like they're gonna, if it's this pace still, I feel like it's gonna be like him just learning with the team and prepping.
Oh yeah.
And then the episode after that will be I don't know. All right, that's gonna do it for us. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check out the reactions for the other 3 episodes. Playlist is down below, and the previous episode and the next episode. If you're in the future, you can check out episode 5 reaction. That episode was great. I don't know yet because it didn't come out. So, whoa, that's insane. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will talk to you very soon in the next episode. Goodbye.